this is where I get out of the weeds.
Yeah.
This whole who's paying, because I have heard girls say, like, if the guy pays, it makes it a date. Doesn't make it shit. Makes it dinner. Your body language, how you're treating conversations during that time.
Yeah.
What you guys decide to do after dinner.
Yep.
If you decide to stay in touch, if you decide to go do other stuff together, that stuff is going to indicate whether someone's, assuming it's more than it is. And again, if a guy is asking you out or asking to be your boyfriend and things like that, and there's actual like pillar conversations to each phase of this relationship per se, it doesn't make it anything, you know? And I really I kind of shun upon, and I've never seen one, so I'm only going off of what girls have told us when they, and I've had several girls two that I can think of tell me that if they let the guy pay, it gives the wrong impression, and it makes this atmosphere feel like it's a date, and I'm like, I just feel like if any guy thinks that makes that a date, so now you have entitlement to her, or you have, or now you have expectation of her to like call you the next day, like that's on you, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's really on you.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm the same way. Like even if a girl were to ask me out on a date, I'm still going to pay.
Hell yeah.
Because
dude.
I still said, like, well, she asked, I'm still going to pay.
Hell yeah.
I said, okay.
Hell yeah.
But I think that's part of me just wearing that gentleman shirt and just like, hey, look, here's the deal. Whether we're just friends or just go somewhere, like I just want to be polite, and I want to have my own personal approval of my own etiquette with how I approach it. But at the same time, I think to my defense, I'm not making it something it's not either.
Right.
If I'm trying to force a situation or make it something it's not, I start calling you sweetie pie at the dinner table, and then I'm like going out of my way to pay for it so I can insinuate that it's something. Look, I'm just a douchebag at that point.
Yeah.
And at that point, ladies, let him pay for it and just don't call the kind back.
Yeah.
But again, I think
you're not obligated to do anything.
Yeah, and guys, if you're on a budget, go on less dates.
Yes.
Because if you're on a budget and you're not financially,
you should be fucking dating anyway.
You should be handling you should be getting your life right.
Yeah.
And I think, man, write that down. Here.
Yeah. I got you.
Here.
I got you.
Just getting your shit together, getting your life right. I think a lot of times when people aren't happy with their life, and I think this is what's wrong with a lot of dating. Don't let me get too far on a tangent because we can go over this at the end. But when everything else is like wrong in your life and you're just looking for escapes to not have to handle stuff, well, dating sites are pretty fucking convenient, isn't it? For guys and girls. So when you see like just a vast number of people that are just inappropriate and just not the etiquette or whatever it may be on these online dating sites, I just think like the access to be able to drown yourself in that versus just getting your life together. And it's so much easier to just run from stuff and do that. So if guys aren't paying or being a certain way, like I just wonder how stable the rest of their life is.
And where their intentions at. Maybe they're just trying to get dinner out of somebody.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of girls that are like that too.
That's what I'm saying.
It's up to guys to like be able to maybe have a couple of conversations with someone to try to like just screen it the best as possible and see where that vibe is, or maybe getting them on the phone and having a couple phone calls before you even go to dinner. Now, but again, if you're obligated, if you're saying yes to that, even if the girl asks, I do think a guy should pay.
Yeah, 100%
Just
agree.
don't make it something it's not. But I think this is why girls want to pay. Well, I don't want to make it a date. I end up going with this dude, and maybe I don't like him, or it's a different vibe, or I'm not attracted to him, so I should pay. Guys just shouldn't make it something it's not. But and I think that's for my own word, my own branding for myself, I guess, is like whether a chick likes me or not, like I just want to be a good dude about it. I think I think me paying is more for me than it is being a gentleman or anything else like that. I think I just want to be a good guy.
Well, and for us, this goes outside of dating. This is just how I feel like every interaction we have with somebody, I know you have the intention, I have the intention, and it's just a natural thing. We want to give a little more than we receive across the board in every single situation.